Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday. So as promised, I am sharing what is left of my Bath & Body Works candle collection. I was originally going to do this just as a one part, but as you can see, there are still some more candles in the closet over there. So what I've decided to do is to divide it up between my Bath & Body Works spring summer candles, which I'm showing in this video, and then my fall winter candles. So this way I can take a little bit of time just sharing some thoughts about what I have left and maybe what I see myself purchasing in the future. And then next Sunday I'll give you guys the fall and winter collection, which is what you see in the closet over there. So we are currently in my guest room. I have moved all of the candles in here. They now easily fit into the closet. I have been storing them in these Bath & Body Works crates. You typically can get these when they have the semi-annual sale. They'll pack your candles in these if you get more than 4 or 5. And so yeah, I've just been saving those for years, and as I have been emptying them out, I have been recycling them, which honestly feels really good. So yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and dive into it. I do have a few of these candles downstairs as well, and that is because I am currently burning them, or I am planning on burning them within the next month or so. So what I will typically do is come up here into this room, grab several candles for the month, and then I put them in my entryway cabinet downstairs, so I don't have to come up and down the stairs every time I need to switch a candle out. So this closet is fantastic in here. This is obviously an air-conditioned room in the summer. It's heated during the rest of the year, so the temperature stays pretty consistent. We like to keep the house right around 67 degrees, so I feel like that allows the candles to hold up really well, but do know that over time the scent will degrade in a candle. I don't care if it's a Bath & Body Works, a Homeworks, a Nest, a whatever. The scent oils just break down over time, so it's not really worth keeping candles for years and years and years on end. You might as well enjoy them, and as you guys know, I've kind of gotten to that point in my life personally, and I can tell you it feels really good. So enough of the jibber jabber. Let's go through and talk about what I have left in my spring and summer collection for Bath & Body Works candles. These I actually have several of. I'm storing these in my other filming room. I think I have about 7 of these original raspberry peach macaron mason jars left. Do you guys see that crystallization there? I thought this was very interesting. I've never had this happen with any of my other Bath & Body Works candles. It's not mold. They are almost like, oh, you can see them. They move around. So I think it is, I'm pretty sure that's from the scent oils. This one still smells very strong. But yeah, they just look like little tiny crystals, which I thought is so interesting because, like I said, I've never experienced this with any of my other fragrances, just the raspberry peach macaron. And it also happens on the larger ones. I'll show you guys here in a second. They're down there because I also have some of the 3 wicks left. So like I said, about 7 of these remain in my collection. It used to be my holy grail scent, but I don't actually love it as much as I used to. I feel like this smells a little bit sickeningly sweet to me at this point in my life, which is strange. I can still handle it, but I can't burn it for hours and hours on end. So kind of interesting how your tastes change. Okay, so I have several of the strawberry pound cakes. This one is really lovely. It is a somewhat artificial strawberry scent. I wouldn't call it Jolly Rancher, but it is just a very sweet, artificial strawberry. I like it. It does have a sort of vanilla cake or vanilla pound cake type of note that goes with it, which makes it very lovely. This is one that I would definitely purchase more of in the future. So there's There's 3 here, and then there's at least a couple more downstairs that I'm either currently burning or that I am waiting to burn. So it's one that I've really enjoyed. I'm just going to kind of move you guys around here as we go through. I also have several of the blueberry pie candles. This one I adore. It's just got the white wax, and it's obviously in the White Barn packaging, which I definitely prefer over the more like limited edition type packaging. For some reason, I think the candles in the core collection just perform a little bit better. I don't know what makes that the case actually, but I've just kind of found that to be the norm. This one's delicious. It does smell like blueberry pie. Again, not the most authentic. In terms of the most authentic candles that I've ever found, I think that Homeworks does the best job with making the most realistic scents available, especially when it comes to gourmand or fruity type scents. That's just my personal experience, but this one is lovely and delightful, and there are several in here. I actually have a couple here as well from when it was originally released, I think last summer. So definitely the same, but the burn on this one's a little scary. This one, for whatever reason, gets really hot, and I can't have it lit for more than about 2.5, 3 hours. After that, it gets very, very smoky, so I have to be careful with the blueberry. In this original packaging, it doesn't seem to be a concern with this newer packaging. Okay, so there are a couple of the raspberry tangerines in here, which I'm really enjoying. I've already done an in-depth review of this. So I think I have about 5 of these downstairs, and then there's a couple in here. I don't really have these organized in any specific kind of way. I can typically tell from the lid what I'm looking at because the lids are different. Some candles don't come with lids, so a few of these down here, which this is my beloved here, this is the berry waffle cone. I just take lids from other candles, obviously Bath and Body Works candles, and stick them on there to protect them because these guys only come with a dust cover. So, oh gosh, berry waffle cone. They did bring this one back, but not in this original packaging, which really was the best. So you'll see more of these down the line. All right, let's go over to this next one. In here, there's obviously some blueberry pies here. This is Sun-Washed Citrus, which is delightful. This is a dupe for Capri Blue Volcano. So if you're looking for a dupe, this one is great. I have this currently downstairs in my guest bath. This is another raspberry tangerine. This one here is my beloved Flamingo Beach. I also have about 5 or 6 of these downstairs waiting to burn over the next couple months. This is a very sweet, sugary floral type scent. The notes on this one are pink summer berries, juicy orange, dewy white petals. This is supposed to be a dupe for Yankee Candle Pink Sands. I've never actually burned Pink Sands, but a lot of people who have say that this is the dupe for that. So if you're a Yankee fan and you're actually looking for some throw from your Pink Sands, maybe pair it with this. I'm going to go ahead and move you guys down here now. Alrighty, so here we have what is left of my raspberry peach macarons in this larger size. Do you see those crystals there? Isn't that crazy? It's the only Bath and Body Works candle that has done that. This one doesn't have it on the top, but look at this. The tin lid from this collection, from the Sweet Shop collection, it's starting to degrade. It's like rusty. So it is definitely time that I finish these, and it is my goal to finish the bulk of these this summer because they need to be finished up once and for all. So and back here I have one more, and I actually have 2 of these in my master bedroom right now. I just love the glass on these. This is Pink Sands and Petals, and this one is beautiful. It's a floral. This is a white floral. This is one where it only came with the dust cover, so that is, it's obviously not a pumpkin scent, but glad I saved my lids for candles like this. This one is so beautiful. It's a very strong floral. I've always wanted this one to come back, but I don't know that it actually ever has. If you know whether it's back right now as a repackage from something else, let me know down below. This one, actually, this is mostly what is left. Well, there's a couple more over there, but oh, you guys are going to be like, what? You have these? I do. Look at this, apple crumble. This is from back in the $20 days. So my goal is to actually burn quite a bit of these in September. This is a very appropriate September scent for me because it's apple. And it also has those like apple like crumble notes. So the like streusel topping, you can definitely get that from this. This is one of my favorites from Bath and Body Works. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these here. And then here is just another blueberry pie that happened to fit in there. So yeah, anyway, these are more fall, but I just grabbed them because of that one blueberry pie in there. And then what you see here in these two is all berry waffle cones. So this is the last of my berry waffle cone in this original packaging. I will miss this so much when it's when they're all gone. There was something really special about this glass. It just held the heat so well. These wicks were also wonderful. I'm just gonna kind of, I took the dust cover off of this one, but these wicks, even though they're really short to start with, they just burned incredibly well. Let me grab another one so I can show you. Yeah, you can see in all of these, they were very short to start with, but just perfect. I've never had an issue with one of these. They rarely end up in my candle crocks. Sometimes they do for like the last little bit because I know I can get more time out of them in the candle crock than I could by burning them. So sometimes I'll do that, but for the most part, these just have performed so perfectly. This glass, I feel like this is the glass they should use for all of their candles. These wicks, I think, would be ideal for all of their candles, but I do know that they have some weird blurb about the wicks needing to be different for the different essential oils, and maybe that is the case. You know, and I'm certainly not going to argue with them on that because I'm not some candle making expert, but I do wish that they would get back to making candles that burn evenly and that I can burn the whole way down, because as of right now, that's really my struggle with a lot of these Bath & Body Works candles, is that they're just not consistent for the entire burn. Like, I'll get to the halfway point and then they either fizzle out, the flames get really, really small and the wicks just kind of disintegrate, or it smells off, like it has a kerosene type scent. There's just a multitude of problems. But all that being said, I don't think I'm ever going to entirely give up on Bath & Body Works because of ease of accessibility. Obviously, walking into a store is a wonderful thing, and you can't really do that with, well, you can a little bit now with the Homeworks candles. I have a few of my Homeworks up there now. But it's still much easier to get access to a wider range of candles with Bath & Body Works because they're sold in pretty much all of their stores, whether they have a White Barn section or not. So, I don't know. I hope that at some point they go back to creating candles that were amazing for the majority of the time, versus just, you know, maybe like a hit or a miss here and there. I don't know. I still have high hopes for Bath & Body Works, which is why I'm still obviously buying these. They do come out with some great stuff. I was really glad to see them bring back the strawberry pound cake after its original release, as well as the blueberry pie. So this one went over really well, so they brought it back. I'm excited to see what they have coming out for fall this year. Hoping that I can shop in store instead of having to order online, but, you know, who knows. Anyway, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Be sure to subscribe if you are new, and that way you'll be notified of the fall and winter collection. There's some oldies but goodies in there, and my goal is to, again, get rid of a lot of these over this spring and summer, and then go through a lot of those this coming fall. So fingers crossed. Anyway, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.